Hey everybody, so we're almost again.
Balls.
Wieners. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. So we decided we booked our car. It took us a little while, but this was a lot. We had to really think about this because we had a lot of good guys. We had a lot of
Oh my god, the amount of tag team matches I could have done. I didn't even use my revival. It kills me so bad.
You didn't even use revival.
I was gonna have revival versus Hardcore Holly and Crash Holly in a hardcore match. Hell yeah, dude! Revival saying they're the next top brawling tag team in the industry, and the hardcore tag teams. Oh, wait a second, we built this shit.
Well, anyways, I'd love to hear your card, but bottom line is this. So we came with their card, so we have our commentators, we have our name, and then we have the theme song, then we have the cards. Since that Brandon went first in the whole draft, I'll start off this time, and then because I'm more curious to see what
That's
Brandon.
Okay, I got to put down my company's 3 letters.
It's still whatever it is.
You know how the WWE has a WWE?
I know, but
I have the SMA. Suck my ass Productions.
He's such a troll.
Suck my ass Productions. Go fuck yourself.
So I have 8 matches on my card. So the basic amount for a pay-per-view.
Hey, I think we have the same amount. Yeah, we have the same amount. How the hell did that happen?
So I want to try to keep it realistic as possible. So I have my pay-per-view is called Destiny to Greatness. The theme song is Still Remains by Stay Captive. My commentators are Jerry the King Lawler, Paul Heyman, and Mike Tenay. So solid commentary team right there.
Is there any chance one of them actually reaches across the desk and punches Paul Heyman in the face?
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on. You know you want to punch him. Just one. See how red he gets.
No, I would hire him for NXT. Though. Anyways, so I have 8 matches total.
While we're still here in a live for the next 5 seconds.
Okay, cough drop?
Yeah. No, it's a butterscotch. It's a cough drop.
It's butterscotch?
No, God, no. It's a cough drop.
Okay. All right, so.
I had a butterscotch, this fat ass be sucking on it already.
Yeah, so while he's putting that in his mouth and sucking on it.
Yeah, it's all gooey. It's like my ass. My ass was a cough drop. So, I think somebody just gagged. You have 2 viewers, at least one of them just threw up.
All right.
Ass flavored.
So.
Ooh, there. Sorry, it's on your clothes.
It's all right. So.
It'll stick to you later.
So, anyways. So my opening contest is for the United Kingdom Championship. I have the current champion Noam Dar taking on Wolfgang. I think this would be a pretty good match. Give it about 10 minutes. I think it'll be a solid opener.
Who's the opening champion?
Noam Dar's the current champion.
Okay.
And I have Noam Dar retain the championship. Next match, we have a tag team table elimination match. The Dudley Boys with Spike Dudley versus the Ascension. Pretty much Ascension win in a clean sweep. None of them get eliminated. This is when I'm starting to push them as a legitimate threat, and what better way to do a clean sweep on the Dudley Boys, and then also put Spike Dudley through the table just because they want to prove that dominance, that they're the future, they're the next destructive force. Take them seriously.
We've gotten over our constipation, now we kill you all.
So in other words, they're the NXT Ascension, not current Ascension.
I don't know, the current Ascension has way better face makeup.
True. But bottom line is Ascension win the tables match and beat the Dudley Boys. Next match, I have a semifinals for the TNA Television Championship. Throughout the week's build to this pay-per-view, I'm introducing the Television Championship, and I've been doing a tournament. So today we are going to officially find out who's going to be the champion. So the semifinal match, the first semifinal match, we have The Miz versus Xavier Woods. I thought this would be interesting because I was thinking using Justin Gabriel or DJ Fresh, but I was like, Xavier Woods is a pretty good singles wrestler. A lot of people keep forgetting that. So I was like, you know what? I want to give him something, give him some cred. So I think Miz and Xavier Woods will have a pretty decent match. And I have, of course, The Miz win the match due to shenanigans, and he moves on to the finals. Next, we have, I think this could be a match of that candidate, honestly. Sami Zayn versus Kenta, a.k.a. Hideo Itami. These guys would kill it. You give them a good amount of time, let them go. I think they would have a great match. I give it this one to Sami Zayn, the underdog and everything. So that means later on tonight, we get The Miz versus Sami Zayn for the vacant championship, inaugural championship. Next match, I have the TNA Knockouts Championship. I have the current champion Asuka versus the former champion Bayley. Basic match, singles match. Again, you know, if you've seen these two work wrestle before, especially NXT, you know how good of a match it's going to be. And I will have Asuka retain the championship by making Bayley pass out. Number 6, we have WCW Tag Team Championships. This is classic Ring of Honor / New Japan right here. Red Dragon, the current champions, versus the Briscoe brothers.
Nice.
Again, give these guys a good 15 minutes, and I think they would have a really good match and have Red Dragon retain the championships. Next, we have the finals for the television championship. This is for the inaugural championship. We got The Miz versus Sami Zayn. Give this guys a little bit of time. At the end of it, though, Sami Zayn pulls off the victory, and he's now the new inaugural TNA television champion. This one, I had to do one because of all the star power. I like to try and change up, but I had so much star power, I had to do this. I have the Elimination Chamber match for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. I have the current champion, CM Punk, versus Edge, versus Christian, versus Chris Benoit, versus John Morrison, versus Bobby Roode. Ooh. Tell me you would not pay money to see that. Tell me you would not.
No, I just come over here and use your TV.
Okay. So I would have CM Punk and Chris Benoit start the match. So already good technical wrestling for the first 5 minutes. Next out would come Bobby Roode. Then I have Edge, and then Christian, and then Morrison last. I would have Christian be the first one eliminated. Then John Morrison will be Christian would be eliminated by Edge, so it makes sense. Then I have Edge eliminate John Morrison because Edge being the ultimate opportunist. I would have Bobby Roode eliminate Benoit this time, and then Edge will automatically go after Bobby Roode, spear him, and get him out. So down to Punk and Edge, and I'll have CM Punk hit the GTS and pin Edge for the victory. So he ends up retaining the World Heavyweight Championship in the Elimination Chamber match, and that is my Destiny to Greatness pay-per-view.
And see, mine chicken scratch, so I'll have to read closely and carefully.
Yeah.
All right. So
here we go. I'm more interested in this one.
My company is SMA, Suck My Ass Productions. We bring you my pay-per-view, Wrath or Ruin, with a theme song that known as "Let the Sparks Fly" by 1,000 Foot Crush. Listen to it; it's kind of interesting. It's got a good beat, almost like NXT's main theme song. My commentary will be Vampiro teamed with Steve Corino. Who doesn't love a super kick? Now, the thing about my pay-per-view is you're going to have to watch previous shows that leads up to the first match and one of the other matches for the women's matches. For weeks, our NXT Women's Champion Daphne and #1 contender Natalya. Excuse me. Daphne and Natalya, not number one. Daphne and Natalya have been fighting back and forth, just arguing because they're supposed to be a tag team. The week before my pay-per-view, we got ourselves the TNA Knockout Tag Team Champions Maria and Maurice rubbing it in their faces, saying, "Hey, you guys suck. You can't even work together. You wouldn't even have a chance on our side of the division." And I have, of course, I guess
honestly, that actually works.
I take me walking like, you know what? Fine. Even though she has to defend her women's championship at the end of this week, they'll be facing you at the end of this week for your tag team championships. So my first opening match is going to be the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions Maria and Maurice versus the NXT Women's Champion Daphne and Natalya. Okay, and after them bickering, I have Daphne and Natalya losing the match to Maria and Maurice. Match number 2. This is another stipulation one. This is a big one. We have a lot of jobbers out there that we all know. We all know that term, jobber. Well, Wrath or Ruin is also about opportunity. I have Gilbert versus Shark Boy for an SMA wrestling contract with my company. It's hard to pin when you guys suck.
Yeah.
What? Wasn't that funny?
Continue. You. Oh my God.
Was that bad?
Just continue, man. Like I'm gonna talk about that after this. Like, oh my God.
All right, I'm just gonna have Shark Boy win. Okay, just because I can. Okay. Match number 3 will be my Cruiserweight Championship. It'll be current champion Cedric Alexander defending his title in a triple threat match against Kenny King and Suicide.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. And this is going to be a really good match. You got high flyers that are always countering and, of course, always breaking up the counts. But I'd give a good 12 to 15-minute match with ultimately having Kenny King winning because he's the best in-ring performer for Cruiserweight divisions. Match number 4 is a straight-up Falls Count Anywhere match between the two guys who want to see literally bash each other's brains in, Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns. And I'll have Samoa Joe win by submission, with Reigns actually tapping out. You're welcome. You still feel bad about my second match?
Yeah.
Well, okay then. Match number 5 will be my tag. It'll be a simple tag team match. I have, let's see here. It'll be a triple threat tag team match. So this would be like a tornado tag elimination. I have the tag team of Sabu and RVD versus Road Dogg and Billy Gunn versus the Legion of Doom. And everybody knows I picked my favorite, the Legion of Doom. Shows they're officially probably one of the best ever. Match number 6 will be my Intercontinental Championship ladder match. That's right, ladder match. Everybody knows how I love this match so much. I will have Magnus, the current champion, versus Drew McIntyre versus Big Damo versus Randy Orton. Not too bad, huh? Now, besides the fact that Drew McIntyre is obviously going to hurt his leg in this match.
Damn.
And Magnus should at least fall on his head at least once. And Randy Orton's going to RKO somebody but still bleed. I have Big Damo winning this match.
Viking Brandon.
Yes, because Vikings fly no matter how big we are. Match number 7 will be the continuation of match number 1. Will be the NXT Women's Champion Daphne defending against Velvet Sky. I see this match going for about 10 minutes at the most. The end of which I see Daphne getting interfered with by Natalya from the earlier match, from their starting a feud between them, costing her her championship to Velvet Sky.
Okay.
Okay. I had to use the other side too because I'm a horrible writer. This is why they won't let me write for their WWE stuff. Match number 8, which will be my final match. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, I can't wait to see what the stipulation on this one is. Well, it's the guys in it that really matter. Match number 8 will be a fatal 4-way for the Lucha Underground Championship. I have Mil Muertes, the current champion, versus Cesaro, versus Bray Wyatt, versus Kenny Omega. Oh, yeah. You've got every guy in here who has major talent, and 2 of them who have so much speed that they can break up any referee count. I see this match going for almost 20 minutes. But at the end, I literally see Cesaro pinning Mil Muertes after hitting his Dominator.
Neutralizer.
The neutralizer. Well, it won't be just his neutralizer. It'll really be Mil Muertes getting hit by Bray Wyatt's sister Abigail. Then Cesaro will uppercut Bray Wyatt out of the ring. Omega will miss, I guess, a super kick, which will lead into Cesaro uppercutting him. As Mil Muertes gets back up, it'll be the Gotch neutralizer. Boom! Instant pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Cesaro wins. That would be my show. Now, we're going to go back to match 2 because that really upset you. Gilbert versus Shark Boy. Same person. That'd be interesting. He'd wear like half his one thing and half his other one.
It just frustrated me because you were talking about how you couldn't use a lot of your guys. And you had... I just want to back you up. But I want everyone to understand this. And this is not me throwing you on a bus, and I apologize if that sounds like, but
it's both ways. Because you can't constantly have the same matches. Like, so they pulled Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. Doesn't mean I can't keep using.
Again, before you cut me off, I was trying to explain. I'm not saying you had to use him, but I'm just saying it's like
you used a stupid match instead of one you could have used. Several ones.
Exactly. Like this is literally like something I see like on a kickoff or like an episode of Raw. But it's like for a pay-per-view, like keep in mind this is a pay-per-view you're trying to get fans invested. Like the Fatal 4 ladder match, it's iffy for me, but at least it's got some star power on it. The Cruiserweight Championship, that could be match of the night candidate. Definitely with those talents, the only thing I have is King King. I have to double check, make sure he's a cruiserweight. That's the only thing I would double check.
That's the one thing I didn't know because I know he was in the X division when it first started, and he was in their range, which was originally what the X division was. It was a lot of underweight guys in it.
Well, no,
and that's what I was wondering about.
Well, King King came later during that era. But the guys that started were guys like AJ Styles and Sanjay Dunn and Kazarian, guys like that. King King didn't come into later until like Austin Aries and all of them. So, but like I see again, but even then I kind of let that slide because he's still a great competitor. I still love that match. The opening one, what was that? That one's interesting. I actually liked the fact you used Maria and Maurice. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Well, you can understand that because first off, both of them did come from NXT, right? Maria and Maurice?
No, NXT never. No, remember NXT wasn't around.
I'm from NXT. TNA.
No, Maurice was never in TNA, and Maria I don't think was either.
Because it was that. Well, I was thinking like whoever the champion was and Natalya, because Natalya's going to be following the champion.
Well, it's just because Maria was a good heel manager like Maurice. Because remember, Mike Ben Maria when Miz and Maurice left, Maria and Mike Ben were almost going to be kind of like that Miz and Maria or Maurice kind of couple but it kind of worked because they're both very egotistical. They're very attractive, beautiful, but they're also very kind of nasty or kind of very vocal. You know, they could get physical. So I thought it was almost like a mirror match. I thought that was kind of cool. And I find it funny that I actually got the Miz and Mike Bennett. I got their husbands on my show.
That's right, you did.
I thought that was kind of funny. Honestly, dude, I could have done that. I totally forgot. I could have done Miz and Mike Bennett as a tag team. That would be kind of interesting. But I would have done the Mike Bennett, the miracle one from TNA, not the lover one. I would have done the more serious one. But no, I
understand what you mean by this one, though. I understand. But the thing about it is that every show has to have one if match to help to break up. Like, if you have a great first match and you have a great second match, and by the third match, the fans are out. They're done. They're like, oh my God, it's too much. This is your pee break. Okay? That was the point of that one. And don't get me wrong. It hurts me that I didn't use the Revival. It hurts me because I wanted to. But
wait, who are your tag teams again?
I had the Legion of Doom. I had Sabu and RVD versus as well as Road Dogg and Billy Gunn.
Oh,
so all three were in this almost the same era.
I almost forgot about the. Okay, I forgot. I didn't hear the first part of Sabu or RVD. Okay, that makes sense because ECW.
Yeah,
you should do that. You know, see, I would have done it. Honestly, I
wouldn't have mind throwing in a fourth one going and using the Hollies because the Hollies are hardcore, so they would have fit in that match. But then I wouldn't have anybody face the Revival.
Well, and don't forget too that you already have so many multiple man matches. You need to cut it down a little.
And then if I stuck in the Revival and just made a 5, that's way too many teams.
Yeah.
And on top of all, everybody it would be way too predictable. I'm an asshole. I'd pick Revival in the heartbeat over Legion of Doom. And that's me, because while Legion of Doom has multitudinous and championship matches, but they have high-flying finisher, and the Revival has multiple finishers, most of them on the ground. Okay?
Ground pound wrestlers.
So my belief is that ground and pound wrestling is going to be the biggest thing for tag team division.
Well, remember that it used to be that's what the Revival. That's what Corey Gracie always said. Like the Revival kind of based their style off like the old style wrestling, tag team wrestling back in the day. There's no ground pound.
There's no oops, I missed it and pulled my ass muscle. There's none of that.
Why do you need the shirt? Suits them. Yeah. No flips, just fists. Yeah. Because that was the old tag teams back in the day.
Exactly. So them versus Legion of Doom alone would have been great. But
yeah,
I have to make sure that if you have more than one tag team match, like I already have 2 tag team matches on the list. If I did a third one, it kind of would have been a little too much because tag team division, it does what what every match does is it just kind of sucks the point out of watching tag team.
Yeah.
And I already had the women's and that one. I was like,
Yeah.
The
Fatal 4-way ladder match, I thought was like very 50-50 on me.
I had two more picks I was going to put in there. The problem was RVD was already picked.
Okay.
And the other one was if I didn't want to leave Roman Reigns out, that I want to do something to embarrass him. And
or at least use him.
And I was going to put Samoa Joe in it. And I was like, you know what? Samoa Joe's due. He needs to beat Roman Reigns. It should be done. So
yeah, that's my only iffy thing. It's just like it's just a weird pair because Magnus is not really much of a ladder person. McIntyre has been a few ladder matches, but he's not really meant for that. Big Damo would be interesting.
I'm sorry. Do you not remember what Magnus did to Jeff Hardy for the TNA championship, his first championship?
You mean that horrible clusterfuck called Dixieland match?
Yes.
In the steel.
Yes.
What the hell was that crap?
So trust me, the ladder match is right up his alley. It's just not pretty. So he's not going to be pretty with it. But neither is Drew McIntyre, the guy who keeps hurting his leg. And then you have Big Damo. You look at this guy, you're like, he's like 300 pounds. Why is he jumping off a ladder? Because he can. He goes, and he goes flying. And somebody's getting hurt. If it ain't him, it's someone else. And then you have Randy Orton. Okay, let's face the facts. If you have a ladder match and you stick Randy Orton in there, it's going to be one of those matches people are going to remember. Randy Orton is going to bleed. Period. That's like if Brock Lesnar gets too close to the ring post, he's going to bleed. Period. It happens. It's what they do. It is literally.
All right, I just got this right now. The two Brock Lesnar's biggest weaknesses, no joke, ring post and steel stairs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it.
The ring post is the big one, and that's why they have those big panels on that light up now, because it's plastic instead of metal. But if you have a ladder, that's a whole different bottle of owl. And I was sitting there going, Randy Orton's got him. So I literally, this match is like the only one I choreographed into my head. So I have literally got Drew McIntyre smashing Randy Orton head first into a ladder and taking him down. First few seconds, Randy Orton busted open. First few seconds of the match. Okay? Randy went for a ladder and he's going. Drew McIntyre just pushed him into the ladder. Boom! Didn't even stop himself. And he's down. We're like, he's dead. And Vampiro's biting his finger going, he looks tasty. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay? Then you got Drew McIntyre picking up the ladder, turn around, and Magnus kicking him in the leg, and he goes down because, oh, my leg! Something like that. But, he drops, and the Magnus is bringing Big Damo's just sitting there in the ring going, how dare you to bring a ladder into this ring? You got Big Damo jumping off all this other shit. I literally see Big Damo going up the ladder. I see Magnus on the third turnbuckle about to jump to kick him off the ladder. And as he goes to do it, I see Randy Orton pulling a freaking AJ Styles off the rope rings, catching him and RKOing freaking Magnus. Okay? Big Damo then turns around and just jumps and lands on top of Magnus and Orton.
Like I said,
and as he gets up, McIntyre just does that running Claymore kick that he does.
Yeah.
It's a Big Damo. Unfortunately, that throws his leg out completely, and he rolls out of the ring.
Like I said, it's a very interesting match. The only thing I would honestly put in there, if I could, I would just at least add one more person. Like mark them off.
Well, that's one of the problems I was having.
Yeah.
Because, I was originally going to put Kenny Omega in this match. But I want him for a main title, not a mid-card title. He's not a mid-card title guy if he jumps ship to any other company. And even though I have him for the main title, I didn't have him win because I still don't believe in handing a title to someone because they come to a new company, if that were to happen. So you have the original champion.
Well, did I blame Cesaro win?
Right.
Cesaro
is due for a main card title no matter where the fuck
he should have gone back in fucking 2014 when he won the Battle Royal.
Exactly. Bray Wyatt even had it for that much time, but he's held the championship. Cesaro has not. He hasn't even gotten a shot. He's gotten a multi-man shot, one or two of them, and he's never gotten a one-on-one shot at it.
No,
ever.
He's I think the last time he ever got a shot at the world title, I think it was inside the Elimination Chamber 2014.
But Mil Muertes has gotten multiple times. Kenny Omega, I believe, has. How many times he gotten? How many chances he gotten for a major card title?
Or well, for a New Japan anyway, for at least New Japan.
Yeah, that still counts.
Only twice.
Okay. Bray Wyatt held him. Cesaro's the only one that's not held a major. I mean, seriously, after all his performances in NXT, you'd think you'd have him at least win the NXT champion or something like that. Something. He hasn't held a main card title at any show. And
bottom line. If you want to see, if you think you guys think Cesaro and Sami Zayn can't wrestle, watch their matches on NXT and the rivalries. I'm not joking. That's the best wrestling you're seeing.
At the same time, look, I got big guy, and I have a small guy. And now I have a fast, tall guy.
Well, even Kenny Omega's not really a small guy. He's getting built in size.
Well, no, I'm talking about in comparison.
Yes.
So, Mil Muertes is the biggest guy in the match. Bray Wyatt is the roundest guy in the match. Cesaro is the tallest but fastest in the match. And Kenny Omega is the standard-sized wrestler by guys like CM Punk and Chris Jericho.
Well, to be fair,
it has severe amounts of
the only thing I disagree is Kenny Omega would be the fastest out of everybody. If you've seen a lot of his matches, you know how quick it is. Cesaro's really, really good. I'm not saying because of wrestling, like honestly, doing Omega Cesaro by itself
would be amazing. But again, it would just be a one-on-one match. And again, I was looking at this, and you saw me counting. I went up to 12 matches.
Yeah,
and that's killer.
But again, I'm not complaining about this four-way. I like this four-way. But the fact, if you would just do Omega Cesaro, you are a heavy put. But the fact you did this, you add Bray Wyatt, which I'm a fan of, and Mil Muertes, who's you're billing as like dominant champion, I'm assuming. You put him in this predicament. And having Cesaro pin the champion makes him look good. And on top of all, it doesn't make Kenny Omega look weak. It doesn't make Bray Wyatt look weak. Makes all of them look strong, title contentious. And look at this. You could do Cesaro Bray Wyatt in the future. Cesaro Omega in the future. Cesaro and the other compares like Cesaro and Randy Orton. Hell, their match, they did a match on SmackDown like a few years back, and it was very underrated. That was good. Cesaro beat Orton clean.
And then you look at the Intercontinental Championship match. All these guys, after their performance, could start counting.
McIntyre Cesaro. Right? McIntyre Cesaro. Like there's ideas. That's what I like.
Yeah, you got Samoa Joe beat Roman Reigns. Now he can
Samoa Joe Cesaro.
Yeah.
There's
Freeway doesn't really work, but Gilbert and Shark Boy.
Well,
you got Shark Boy now in the company, and he sucked my ass productions.
Well, Cruiserweight, as long as you know, keep them locked. Cedric Alexander versus Cesaro. Fucking think about that for a second.
Yeah.
No, really think about that.
Dude, fucking sick Suicide in there, dude. Suicide versus Kenny Omega. Holy shit, dude. Oh my God. Suicide versus Kenny Omega. Oh my God.
Cedric Alexander versus Kenny Omega.
It just never ends, right?
It'd be a 60-minute spot there.
What was this? Besides that, was that the only reason why that bothered you? Was that match?
The second match was the only one I really was the biggest gripe. But everything else was a mixed bag for, I think, but for the good reasons. Because it was just like, I would say, honestly, the triple threat might have been the match of the night. If they went all out. If they were to go like what Triple H would do with Cruiserweight Classic, hands down, that would still show. But the main event is definitely that big star power. Like, again, no more just doing Phil Horton.
And that's the reason why I kept it 4. Again, I had Sting. I was going to put Sting in the match. But that's just too much.
I understand it.
And if you stick Roman Reigns in the match, people won't want to go and see the pay-per-view. Because they're like, oh, Roman's going to win. And they're going to walk out.
Not unless they read dirt, you say, oh, Roman Reigns is going to win. You find out the plans.
Like I'm going to tell people who's winning until the day of. Literally, I'm just going to have them choreography half the matches, and then I'm going to walk up the day of like, you're winning, but you suck.
But again, like, I know we talked for a while, guys, but I'm very critique when it comes to wrestling. But like I said, besides the second match, everything else, like I said, the open contest, again, not really wrestling style, but there's some storytelling in there, so it keeps it interesting. Cruiserweight Championship, again, fucking amazing. The only thing is I'm kind of surprised you didn't use the jury or any others, but again, I'm not going to gripe about that. That's fine. You know, the tag team, the Joe Romans, you know, they've had some good matches on Raw.
Which is why I put the Falls Count anywhere.
And make it more personal.
Exactly. I literally actually, that one I did one last choreography for. I literally have Roman Reigns submitting because he's literally in the coquina clutch, but he's like hanging off the. He's not hanging off the stage. He's like a, you know how they have the platform that comes out.
Yeah.
Remember how blah got thrown through that, and there's crossbars.
Yeah.
I got him wrapped around one of those crossbars with Joe on his backside. So now he's got a crossbar that's not giving. Like pretty much like having it on the ropes.
Yeah. Yeah. And the tag team matches again a little iffy, but it's good. It sounds good on paper.
I literally wanted that one something because it's like a Legends match.
Yeah. Again, that one's a little iffy, but it's not bad. Again, the 4-way, I think that on paper it's like 50-50. It could suck or it could be really good. It just depends on how it be on paper.
How quickly Randy Orton starts RKOing people.
The women's match is all right, but the main event, again, you go down Omega Cesaro, that would have been already match of the night for me immediately. But the fact that Fatal 4 probably won't be match of the night, but still be a solid, great main event to leave the fans happy. Again, having Cesaro win, I ain't complaining.
And I didn't have Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar at all.
Not just I know I can treat your show, but this not mean like this ruined the entire fucking period. Trust me.
I could have done something better with that.
Trust me. I've seen Jose come up with way fucking worse matches. That's just dumb. I've seen fucking like I want to hurt someone.
And I didn't put Roman Reigns in the women's title match, so
hey, at least
I didn't insult your intelligence.
Hey, at least he didn't do Lillian Garcia for just Stephanie McMahon for a women's championship. My God, like Jose.
I would rather see Stephanie McMahon versus the interviewer.
Renee Young.
Is that the one dating Dean Ambrose?
Married
to Dean Ambrose, that's her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have them face each other.
Well, they have more charisma. Well, yeah.
They have a lot of things to talk about, especially after all the shit she says openly about Dean Ambrose being out. Holy shit, dude.
Well, that's also Joe, too.
You would think she'd have hit Stephanie in the face with a mic after that.
But,
oh, yeah, I know.
But no, if I had to seriously rate this out, everything going on, I give it honestly a solid B+. I still think it was a very good show. Overall, I think it would still be a enjoyable show. Maybe besides fixing match, Game Ready 1 match, maybe fixing maybe a couple of nitpicks. Out of that, I wouldn't really change anything. I think that's a very solid, very good effort.
You think I should have used Corey Graves, don't you?
Well, Corey Graves honestly would have been nicer, but again, you chose two still solid commentaries. But again, Corey Graves, I could forget Corey Graves if you wish just got rid of that. But again, that's my own personal opinion. I was like, honestly, I say that's still one of your better shows you've done. Like that's still a pay-per-view quality show.
I loved your tag team match. I love the fact
that which one?
The Dudley Boys versus the Ascension for the tag team titles, right?
No, it's just a basic tables match.
A table match. I love that because Ascension's due for a push, and everybody knows how I feel about
and I think that would be a good way to push him.
United Kingdom Championship match. No, I'm not a fan. Wolfgang, I don't know who he is, so there's nothing I can do about that. I know The Miz and Xavier Woods. That match I'm stoked about because even though you picked the obvious one to win, Xavier Woods finally getting some one-on-one matches and showing what he can do would be amazing.
Well, and that's why, and keep in mind, he's in the finals, so at least it gives him something. He's on pay-per-view.
And Sami Zayn winning, getting pushed is great, even though I think Kenta needs to start getting pushed too. Yeah. Asuka versus Bayley is an obvious match, though. That was an obvious match, but, Asuka. It's fucking Asuka.
I mean, I had to pick the two biggest names I could think of.
Red Dragon and the Briscoes, I think, is your biggest match. Is your match of the night type of match. No matter how you look at it, I know you have Elimination Chamber, but I think the WCW Tag Team Championship match is your match of the night. The finals with Sami Zayn versus The Miz, I literally see Sami Zayn like pulling out of nowhere type of thing.
And don't forget that they had a solid match at Survivor Series not too long ago. Yeah, now give them a bigger stage.
It'd be decent, but it would literally be a step down compared to that, no matter how you look at it. That is going to be your match of the night, guaranteed, because they have the most talent. In this one, you took all your biggest names. You put them in order. That was great. All of these guys have actually held a major title. All of them. Two of them are actually straight. Three of them are actually straight up legends. Edge, CM Punk, and Chris Benoit are legends, no matter how you look at them. Chris Benoit will always pull up my heartstrings. It's one of those guys that I wanted to see.
He's in your top three. He's your top three favorites.
And they'll never make it right with that. But
that's a sad
that'd be your second match. It's a great way to go out in Elimination Chamber.
I wanted to do something different, but I was just like, my goal honestly was if I got Kurt, I would just got Punk or Kurt one-on-one in the main event, just hands down, just immediately. But I did.
And then maybe have just a straight up match between Edge and Christian, or
Man,
Edge,
I don't
Christian,
know.
and Benoit, the three Canadians.
I have no idea what I would have done. Like really, because I was like, I had all these talents. I didn't want to let them go to waste. It's like I had to do something, but I didn't want to do the
That's
generic
where I
chamber.
was stuck with all the names.
That was the one thing I had because
Like next time we stick with only 45. We do 40 then 5 extra. And that's it.
yeah. But I wanted to help you out with your women's division. That's what I was trying to get.
I'd say for entertainment purposes, I'd call it probably something about a B plus. Only because, again, the problem is that you pick the obvious choices with some of them. Your Knockouts champion was obvious. It would literally blow me away if Bayley would. It'd be better if Asuka just got herself disqualified and became a heel. You know what? I'm going to say an A minus only because you have Red Dragon versus the Briscoes. You have my two of my three favorite tag teams in the world today facing each other.
The other one being Revival.
They're number 4. They don't make the top 3.
All right, so then who's your top 3?
Same as you, Young Bucks. It's because they're entertaining. You have Young Bucks being number 3, believe it or not.
Okay.
The Briscoes being number 2.
Red Dragon being number 1.
Red Dragon being number 1 because I love technical.
They're technical strikers. They're technical strikers.
Yeah, you can't beat them. They're great. They're basically a tag team based off of general manager.
Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, like
exactly.
They have similar gears. Daniel Bryan does similar moves as like Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my! Can you imagine if Bryan still wrestled? They were a 3-man stable with them instead of Adam Cole.
You know what? I don't know why they're with Adam Cole, but I guess they decided to use the stable because they all come from the same fucking place.
Well, don't forget Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole used to be a tag team. They were known as Future Shock, I believe. So they were at least a tag. They had history there.
I'm sorry, Red Dragon is Red Dragon, no matter where you
go.
But
eventually they'll split up because Adam Cole's gonna be singles guy. Red Dragon's still gonna be a tag team.
You know what's funny is like Adam Cole doesn't even need to be an NXT anymore. They can literally just bring him up to the main roster at this point.
True. I mean, look at all the talent they literally. Again, I'll talk about this. Bottom line, we got to end this video, and I'll talk to you more. But bottom line is, we both have great cards. We have very unique matches, so predictable matches. Bottom line, this is our own opinion. But believe it or not, this is for you guys to decide. So please tell us in the comments down below which card did you like the best, which one did you think was match of the night for each of our cards, and then between the two, which one do you think was the better match? Because we like to hear. Because honestly, at the end of the day, whether we agree with our cards or disagree, we like a match or we don't like a match, it's all about having fun. We like to have fun. We like to be creative. And that's the one thing. We have creative minds. We just think differently. But sometimes we...
That's what I think. Oh, no, you're going to have to excuse my phone moment.
And besides multi-man matches for like actual stipulations like hardcore stuff like that, not as many as I thought. So which is interesting because normally you're like at least only one match is like a wrestling match. Everything else is like a hardcore match or something.
Well, and that's not me bashing. I get talent that just they excel, and it's supposed to be a pay-per-view. It's not supposed to be a show. It's supposed to be a pay-per-view. And then I get talent that simply excels at the extreme. And I'm like, well, I ain't got a choice now.
Actually, what's your pay-per-view name again? Because I was like very blown away by it.
Oh, that's simple. That is called Wrath or Ruin.
That's a very creative name. Like that's something unique.
You either bring Wrath to the fight, or you become one of the Ruin. That's it. It's simple. You just fight.
It's either you adapt or you perish.
Yeah. It's swim or sink or swim.
Adapt or perish. Yeah. Interesting. But anyways, so again, guys, comment down below. Tell us which show did you like better, and which one was match of the night for each of our shows. And then between those matches, which one was the best between those two? We like to honestly hear. We might
definitely look out. I think tomorrow night we're going to be doing another one of these, but it's not going to be a draft. It's going to be a debate as to how we feel about pay-per-views, their names, and what they should do.
Most likely, this will be more like a rant because this is a pet peeve of mine and everything. So, but other than that, thank you guys for watching this video. We're gonna get going. We might watch a video on YouTube very quick, but either than that, we're gonna get going. We're probably gonna do a rant tomorrow, and then we're probably gonna go to a wrestling show, support Brent Andre and everything. And then Sunday, I might be going. I'm most likely going to go to Oakland WWE live event, SmackDown live event. So that should be fun. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. A lot of fun. Again, Brandon, thank you so much for joining me on this. It was a lot of fun.
Fuck you. I lost a bet. I'm an ass.
Oh, you know what I just realized?
The ass. I'm not an ass.
You know what I just
I'm not his ass, her ass. I'm just.
You know what I just
the
realized?
ass.
You know what I just realized? I got me, but you didn't get you. I got Sami Zayn. You didn't get Kevin Owens.
Excuse me. I got 3 different versions of me other than.
Well, when I
Owens.
think of you, I think Kevin Owens is number 1.
Okay, so Big Damo doesn't count.
No, Big Damo counts as like number 3.
Okay, Bray Wyatt
Number
doesn't
2.
count.
Bray Wyatt's number 2.
Marty the Moth doesn't count.
Yeah, no, not Mario Moth. Mario Moth is more like personality-wise. That's like more as terms of personality-wise and voice in your head. But
You
as
know
for
what?
like,
How much does Jeff Hardy weigh?
I think probably 220s, 230s.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know what you're thinking.
I'd have put him into a fatal 4-way match for the Cruiserweight Championship.
If Matt Hardy was, you could have done it.
Or,
Oh, Matt Hardy.
or I just making the 5th member of that ladder match. The IC title.
You know, I forgot you had Hurricane.
I did. That's one of the names I had to drop. I was trying to figure out. Well, if you do a cruiserweight match, it's hard to do a second one for the show because then you're like, okay, you're just promoting the cruiserweights a lot, and I'm like, dude, I have so many tag teams that I could do right now, and I got a women's tag team.
Yeah.
Damn it!
But either that, thank you guys so much. We're gonna end this video off. Take care of my peeps. I'm Preston. This is
Asshole, tell you to yourselves.
Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow for a very special rant. And by the way, bye-bye Vince on 205 Live. Thank you, Triple H. Now we're actually going to check 205 Live and watch Cruiserweights and find out if anything actually changes. So let's hope to God things start working out. By that, take care of my
Turn
peeps.
it off. Gosh, you poop.